How are we going to make up with all this? Or you could say, why is our income not growing so fast in America? Well, because we shipped off all that labor over there and we don't have it here. Labor is expensive now here. Let me give you a couple examples of what's happened. Watch this. So if you look at this chart on this website, this shows the percentage of countries' manufacturing share output. This shows the top 10 countries by share of world manufacturing output from 1970 to 2018. I got the numbers for today. I'll give it to you. In 1970, if you go look at the numbers on where U.S. was at, we had 29% of all manufacturing jobs. That was U.S. Second was Russia, then Japan, Germany, UK, France, Italy. Look at China, 3.1%. If you let this play out and you see where it goes to, by 2001, you know what you'll notice in 2001? Let's look at 2001. By 2001, we're at 25.6%. We're still leading the way. China goes from 3% to 8.2%, nearly 3xing from 70 till today. But if you keep playing it and see where it goes to today, it's this chart that I have in front of me. China is now 31%. US is roughly 15.9%. And it's projecting that by 2030, manufacturing jobs, you know how many is going to be China? 45%. And by 2030, you know what US is going to be? 11%. This goes from having 18.6 million manufacturing jobs in 2000 in the US. Fast forward 8 years later, 9 years later, that 18.6 drops to 11.4 million. 6 million is gone. What happens to different states? Let's look at it. If you look at this chart, you go focus on 2001. How's Michigan doing with jobs in 2001? Now, keep in mind, Michigan back in the days got decimated because of what happened when China opened and they came in. Like, whoa, you're kind of hurting us here. That's the story you have of Michigan. The 1980s, when they call it the Detroit auto industry collapse, between 1970 and 2010, Detroit lost over 50% of its population. Unemployment in some neighborhoods hit 30 to 40%. Why? It's cheaper to build the same thing in a different